sure?
Yes.
You're breathing really heavy.
Yeah, like I do stutter sometimes and like get the wrong words out, so I'm a little bit apprehensive.
For 1.5 hours?
Yeah, there's gonna be some
After eating?
moments. Still, I just like...
We should some more bread and tahini perhaps?
No, just like, this is just me being a nervous person.
Enjoy, have a blast. So, let's make sure this timer is on. What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the thekisscapadespodcast. I have a very special guest with me today, and as you can see, man, clearly a firecracker. Like I can't even. I'm just trying to focus here.
Sorry.
What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the thekisscapadespodcast. I have a very special guest with me today. I've been trying to get her to the podcast. It's been a while. But finally she's here. I'll let her introduce herself and tell you guys what she does, and then I'll take it off from there.
Hello, I'm sorry that this has taken so long.
Yeah.
It's going to be worth the wait.
Oh, yeah.
I promise.
Yeah.
So my name's Gabriella. If you follow me on Instagram, it's Gabriella Fitness. I'm a personal trainer here in Nairobi. And yeah, what else can I say about me? That's it. That's my life.
That's a good introduction.
Everything that I do.
Oh, that's like your...
That's it.
That's how you make a living and everything else?
Yes, now 100% full-time personal trainer.
Did you ever do like a regular job before you switched to that?
Yeah, like I quit my proper job about 2 months ago, maybe a bit more. I was doing development consultancy.
What's that?
So
clearly someone didn't like their job.
I'm not an office kind of person, you know. I like being up and active and problem solving and working with people. And this was on a computer by, working and
stuck
writing
on a
reports
desk.
and having to set an alarm to make sure I got up every hour to move, because otherwise my back would be like broken and I just sit there. I'm not an office person. Yeah. Development consultancy, basically, we were a small company that like monitored UN or World Bank or anything projects in Somalia and Kenya. So we would be like external evaluators that the donors would need to know where's my money going, and we would come in and be like, okay, this project is doing this and this well, and this isn't going so well. Here's our external report, and then the UN can go back to their donors and say, look how well we're doing. So basically, yeah, it's not like you're...
The Kenyan government could use somebody like you.
Yeah, so mainly we were in Somalia.
Yeah.
Kenyans don't want to be monitored, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was, you're not actually on the ground implementing projects. You're not doing any actual humanitarian aid work yourself.
Yeah.
You're just externally monitoring how other people are doing it. I think maybe if I had been doing it myself and I've been
on
part
the
of
ground,
the NGO, I'd been a project manager or something, I would have felt a bit more fulfilling. But just, externally monitoring UN projects.
For how long did you do that?
So it was about 2.5 years. Yeah.
Okay.
So I did it with my fiance, and literally he sat opposite me. So that was lovely. I would have died had he not
next to
been.
each other?
Yeah.
Oh my. Oh, so that's how. Is
Opposite
that how you
each
met each other?
No, we met at university.
In UK?
Yeah, in the UK. So we were studying
Interesting.
together there, and then he moved back and was like, "Are you coming?"
What did you want to be when you're growing up? Because like everybody that I bring to the podcast, kind of like their story from what they wanted to be like in childhood, just manifests or changes into something else.
Yeah.
And
I always wanted to be a vet.
a vet?
Yeah, and save animals.
Yeah.
And then I wasn't very good at science. So from an early age, that was told to me, never going to happen. So then I was more interested in Africa and African history and African culture and wildlife, but I thought I could never have a career down that path.
Yeah.
So I studied African history for my first degree. But to be honest, and then I really didn't have a plan. I've sort of been...
Really?
Yeah, I never...
Been a hipster just,
I think after college, when I was told, there's no jobs for you in animal rights or unless you're a lawyer.
Who said that? Somebody said that to you.
Unless you're a lawyer or a vet, you can't help the cause.
Who said that to you?
Yeah, like my college, what are they called?
Professor?
Guidance counselors.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so that was told to me, crushed my whole dream. So I was like, okay, so I'll just do what I'm interested in. And that was study what I'm interested in. And that's how the next few years sort of just went. I was just doing philosophy and history and study of religions and that sort of stuff. So yeah, then when my fiance was like, I'm moving back to Africa, I was like, well, that sounds exciting.
Let me just move.
Yeah, I came here, I volunteered with KSPCA for a while. Yeah, and then again, still trying to like see how I could get into that world. I did an internship with the African Wildlife Foundation, but then just the whole work permit thing is so...
Is it that crazy?
Hard here.
Is it?
Yeah.
Because I know people say that and I'm like, Kenya should be like one of the easiest places to, until you ask somebody who's actually trying to get it, and then you're like, oh, actually, it's not that easy.
As long as you know somebody who is willing to help you, like, you know...
the Kenyan way, or are you talking about like the formal way or the Kenyan way?
Because it costs a lot for the work permit. So if you need either a company that wants to spend that amount of money on you, or somebody
so they pay for it.
Yeah, or the other option is you offer to pay for it, but they need to put in the sort of the application for you.
Yeah,
so go through them.
So it's through the company.
But either way, you've got to have that rapport with that person to have these conversations, and then at the end of the day, they might be like, I can just get a Kenyan to do the job, which is fine, which is great. Yeah. But it makes it very hard when you're starting off and you just get here and you want to start a life here. They don't make it easy. So for the first 3 years, I think I was just doing internships illegally.
Before you figured out the stuff and everything.
Yeah, before I got to know enough people that they would help me.
What would make you just move from a country that you grew up in, your friends, like your friends, like high school friends, all those people that you've made friendships and bonds with, like through your entire childhood, teenagehood, and just leave all that behind to come to
love. Yeah.
What?
No.
What?
Yeah, I followed a man across the world. Abandoned my family, friends, and dogs.
You had dogs at home?
Yeah.
And you left them?
Don't even. Yeah. They're who I miss the most. There's only one now. But yes, love. I moved. An adventure, and I guess not knowing what I wanted to do with my life sort of helped. It wasn't like I was on a career path back in London that I had to sacrifice.
Yeah.
I was very wishy-washy. So... I'm happy to just bob along and be swept.
But did you ever just second guess what you're doing by any chance?
Yes.
What?
All the time.
Like your responses are like, yes.
Yeah, I mean, when I first came here, obviously struggling to find work. And I like working. I like earning my own money and having routine and just, like working. Living in my fiance's parents' house, not having my own space. It was all a proper struggle, but we've pushed on and it's good now.
It's proper.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's just funny because how you said you do like working, you do like making your own money. And just before, we even started the podcast, and I was telling her, that, I have the breakfast covered, and she's like, no, that's not something that you'd allow. But I was like, I do that for all my guests. That's just standard.
Am I your first British guest?
I think I've had British. Yeah, most likely. I think so.
We're very awkward about money.
How awkward? In what ways? I'd want to know that.
Yeah, we don't like people paying for us, or even going Dutch, like splitting the bill. That's we'd rather just be like, it's on me. The whole thing's on me.
What?
Or just and not talk about it.
Okay.
Like it's the bill.
Or you
comes,
don't like
bill
discussing.
comes, and you're just gonna slyly take it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pay for it. We're gonna move on, like, and that's the end of it. So.
But the thing is, like even here, like you won't even see a bill. Like they send it to me at home.
Oh no! Okay.
Like,
Well, I'm tipping. Then,
the tip is gonna come later. I mean, here's the thing. Yeah.
No.
But that's the thing. I mean, I don't understand. Like culturally, like people are just not used to. Because I think it was with a friend of mine the other day. The guy is American, and I'm not sure what the girlfriend is. She's Asian though. But like, we're a group of the three of us, and even between them, they were splitting the bill.
Yes. Yeah.
And I was just like, what? I'm not used to that. I'm not used to that. I just know I'm supposed to take care of the bill.
Yeah, no, well, thank you.
Yeah.
I am very appreciative. It always comes across like,
Yeah.
then I miss saying thank you because I'm so like, no, I want to pay for it. And then I get angry at you. And then I'm like, I am grateful.
I mean, it's
Thank
part of the
you.
podcast package. Now you know. In case you need to tell somebody else, just make sure you tell them, like,
If I'd known, I would have done this sooner. I would have got a free breakfast. That's all it takes.
Yeah, so let's go back to just like, your backstory, settling to Kenya and everything.
Okay.
What's just the biggest shift that maybe you had to adjust? Forget about like you figuring out like your career path, but just biggest shift culturally, just adapting to, how we do our things. Look at you. How we do our things and just how people move around here.
You move fast.
We do?
In the traffic, you move in aggressively. And then when you get to where you're going, it's all like, we'll get it done eventually. It's like, so why were you in a rush? Why did you run me off the road? I think the biggest thing I always struggle to get used to is the lack of services in terms of ambulances and police services. So like I didn't realize how in the UK I was just used to knowing that if something went wrong I could call a number and
911
would be there. 999. They would come and I can be helped and I don't have to worry anymore. And like now I'm always worried that I don't know what to do when I get into
our numbers work, do they?
No, there's no numbers. You have to you have to know your own security firm and know your hospital and hope that you're not injured bad enough that you can get yourself there because no one else will.
Yeah.
This panics me. If I have someone break into my home and I call the police, I have to negotiate with the police that if they're going to help me, and that deep down scares me. I hate that. I don't mind it when I've been speeding on my phone or whatever and I can pay them off fine. Then I'm like, okay, cool. But when it comes down to the something that's serious stuff, emergency, my loved ones are in trouble and I need to help them, I feel very useless. I feel like when I'm going to have children here, if I do, that's going to really be a big concern for me. And I guess I'll learn what
You'll just ask like other moms how they deal with it. I'm sure they'll guide you.
Yeah, but like it's always just.
Yeah, I mean,
that's the biggest thing I've had to adjust to.
It's Kenya, so I mean, those things I think they might take a bit of a while before they're implemented in a way that they're actually working. But that, like, even for me, I've never thought of how I can call an ambulance or,
what happens?
I don't know.
Someone falls down having a heart attack. What do you do?
I don't know. I don't know.
We just gotta hope we live forever.
There anything else food-wise?
Food is good.
Because I don't. Because I know we're heading towards like your fitness path and everything. So just a nice segue of getting there.
Okay, so Nairobi has such an impressive collection of restaurants. Even when I moved here 5 years ago, I mean, now it's even better. But all the restaurants have vegetarian, vegan food. I've never struggled to eat out. And now it's just got even better in the supermarkets. So food has always been good. And the local food, I love githeri and I love mokimo and I love chapatis. And this is all vegetarian. So I'm pretty happy. I don't struggle.
I hate all those foods that you've mentioned,
Mokimo and chapatis?
I like chapati, I don't like mokimo, and I don't like githeri.
Oh.
Because that's all we ate in school.
Okay, so it's been, I guess it's new to me.
Yeah, I don't want, like, that's why at times when I see, like, I have expert friends at times, and they're so excited about eating those foods.
Yeah,
and I'm just
delicious.
like, please don't tell me today we're eating that. Please, somebody help me.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah,
yeah, no.
So food was a big...
Food is it's okay. I mean, obviously supermarkets aren't like Tesco's and Sainsbury's back in the UK. I had to seriously limit my menu options, but no, it's good. Yeah, that's positive.
Proper. Now let's get into the fitness game.
Let's be serious.
Let's get to the fitness game. Look at her being serious, cause like, if you go to her Instagram, I'm sure...
Please do.
Maybe, please do. Just, you want to plug your Instagram?
It's gabriella.w.fitness.
Okay, yeah, I'll put the links down below. I'll keep tagging on those snippets. I'm sure you won't miss it. But she's an amazing fitness... What should I say? Fitness...
I guess trainer now.
Fitness trainer.
Yeah.
Because that's what you're doing, like, full-time now. And she's very consistent with how she posts, like, even her content.
Yes.
Unlike some people. I'm not taking shots at anyone, but I'm just saying, I mean, that's what, like, caught, like, my attention. Somebody who's doing it, like, consistently, posting consistently, and exercising, like, super. It's like part of your routine daily.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's uncomfortable if I stop.
It's uncomfortable.
Yeah, I feel sluggish if I don't work out. The days that we sleep in, if we do, we sleep till 7. Yeah. We just don't wake up for the rest of the day. I'm talking about me and my fiance. Okay.
I figured you're talking about.
Yeah.
It would be ridiculous if you're talking about somebody else.
Like me and my people.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we can't stop.
So he's also into fitness.
He is, yes.
But how did you get into like the fitness journey?
Through him, actually. So he was always the sporty one. He did sport and everything all through school. I was the one skiving off, not doing. I don't think I did PE for like the last 3 years of school. I lost my kit. I didn't have my kit, or I was.
What kind of student? Horrible student. What?
Oh yeah. You're
a horrible student.
Terrible. Yeah. I mean, straight A's. So they loved me.
Yeah.
But
But you're a menace on the side.
Oh, such a rebel. Without a cause. Like, no cause whatsoever. But I was very angry. So he was super sporty, and at university he was in all the teams. And I was, not. So we were total opposites. So when we started going out, and he was going off for these runs and things, and I was like, okay, cool, you do your thing. And
do your thing.
Slowly he was like, come join me in the gym. And I didn't know what I was doing for the first few years, and I was wearing like baggy clothes and hiding my body and embarrassed and ashamed, I don't know what of. And then I got competitive, and I wanted to do everything that he was doing, and I wanted to lift the weights, and I wanted to do impressive things. So that sort of is how I got into it, and then it just became an addiction,
part of like just your routine.
But
like even for somebody who's starting off, like I know like a lot of people tried for the first week, and your body is always like
such a shock to the system. And everybody always tries to do everything all at once. It's like, Monday I'm on a strict diet and I'm exercising, and it's like, wow, it's too much.
But how do you adjust slowly into that? If somebody is trying to get into that, if somebody is going to your Instagram and then they're seeing what you're doing,
and they just want to
do it. They want to get there immediately, the next day. But how do you just ease into that like routine?
So I mean, if you can't afford a personal trainer, or you can obviously buy a plan. You can buy like beginners plans. You can get an app or like a PDF sort of download, and you can follow that, which is quite nice, because then you don't have to think yourself. That takes away some of the pressure. You could get a food plan, same sort of thing. You could get that off someone. But generally, you just want to simplify everything as much as possible to start with. So you don't want to go on some crazy keto, paleo, boring, weird ass juice diet. You want to just be like, okay, cool, I'm gonna drink more water, I'm going to make sure I have vegetables with every meal. I'm going to try and have a healthy protein source and cut down on my sauce, and start off small, just stuff like that. Okay, I'm not going to be tracking my meals. I don't have to log it all straight away. Let's just chill out on the fried foods and try and eat some more fruit or something.
Fried foods are the favorite.
Right?
See, I'm almost choking on
Can I
my...
just say,
Stay away.
Kenyans, chips for lunch is not acceptable. Okay? Okay, thank you very much. So stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then go to the gym, and it is good to start off on the cardio machines.
Yeah.
Because from there, you can survey the area and you can be like, okay, cool. So we've got machines over there. We've got ab mats over there. And you can sort of watch people and
slowly
learn
how they're doing.
Yeah. Not that everybody will necessarily be doing things right. You should always, before you then take on doing it yourself, watch a YouTube video, ask a trainer. Don't just think, oh, I just saw that guy doing it, so I'm going to do it the same. Because people are stupid. And just you have to leave your ego at the door when it comes to the gym. You have to be like, all right, I'm here for me and for me only, and they can do whatever they want, but I'm going to do it, and I'm going to do it right. And there's no point going in and not applying yourself 100%, because you're going to injure yourself, you're going to waste your time, you're going to waste your money. So just set yourself realistic goals as well. So okay, we're going to go 3 times a week. Try and go early on in the week, because you're more motivated on Monday than you're going to be on Friday. So just try and keep it easy. I'm going to go 3 times a week. I'm going to go on the running machine. I'm going to jog a little bit, and then I'm going to try out some machines and see what I like. Or maybe I'll sign up for a class. Maybe you'll see that there's some
like a group class or just private
class or something, or you might start talking to a trainer and realize actually they're not that expensive. Maybe I'll join. So you just got to give yourself that time to learn what it is all about, and then where you fit into it, because some people like CrossFit, other people like Zumba, and none of it's right or wrong. It's about finding...
CrossFit is...
CrossFit.
I know what Zumba is, but CrossFit I'm not sure about.
Is functional fitness, as they say. So it's Olympic lifts. It's a little bit more competitive. So, it's things like snatches and front squats, but then other weird things like gymnastics. It's sort of Olympic lifts and things like pull-ups and handstands. And you do things in a bit of a more competitive way. So it's I've just realized my hands have been like this for a very long time. You do things like in a timed way. So it's like, cool, we're going to do as many rounds as possible, and you're going to do 100 push-ups, and then
you're giving
10
like a timer,
and then everyone's like, it's supposed to be competing with yourself, and then they all compete with each other, and there's a whole online world as well, where you can upload your results for the Murph or whatever. They all have names as well, all the workouts, or WODs as they're called. Okay, CrossFit is not my thing. It's a little bit culty.
Culty?
Yes. Like, so CrossFitters kind of, not all, some are nice.
A majority. That's what she's trying to say.
Believe that it's their way or the highway.
Oh.
CrossFit is the only way, because it's functional fitness.
Yeah.
It is the only way you should be working out to have a healthy lifestyle or to be an athlete.
Yeah.
So they're quite aggressive sometimes in promoting their way, and don't believe that there are other ways to being healthy.
Those are the people who actually scare like beginners to actually go in the gym, because like you see what they're doing and you're like, I don't think I want to go to the gym.
Yeah, smashing all the weights down, and
and screaming while at it.
All with their shirts off. Yes.
Man, I'd pay my membership and leave the next day. I'd be like, keep my money.
Yeah, no, exactly. So you got to find your own flow when it comes to this sort of stuff. If you just want to go be in the corner by yourself lifting some weights, that's cool. If you want to be in the ring boxing, then like wicked. Like,
do you think like just for now, because I've noticed like we've talked about like your consistency like on social media, which is Instagram, right? Does it get in your head at times like, in case you're delayed and you haven't posted like a video, or if your video doesn't get enough views.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so we plan to meet at 9:30, right? My post time is 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
So this morning I was stressed out.
Yeah.
I was like, I've got to be in the car driving. When am I going to get my post up? So I put my post up. I'm pretty sure it's failing because they do.
Let's not say that. I mean, come on.
Oh my gosh, my engagement's so low. And it is,
but
and
you
it
know,
does stress me out.
You know what? I mean, it's all consistency. And I can
Yes.
tell you for sure, even though it's not like where it's supposed to be, or you
No.
feel like it's not
It could
where
be
it's supposed to
better.
be, but consistency. Because as long as you're consistent, you'll start figuring out other little things that you can do to engage with your audience.
Oh, I know. I've
Yeah.
studied Instagram, and I grew it a few years back through doing all these tips and tricks. And then if you don't have time to constantly engage with other people, and then they don't engage back with you, and then they unfollow you because you haven't seen that post because Instagram hasn't put it on top of your feed, and then it's just this constant, like, you have to be not just constantly posting, but constantly engaging with everybody else. And there's so much more to the algorithm than people realize. And when you have
It's
a
crazy.
business account and you start studying it and reading up on how Instagram works, it's just, there's not enough time.
It even limits
Like-
you. Like even nowadays, you post, it limits the number of people who are following you to actually see the post.
It does.
And
You
it can
have
be
that
frustrating.
you have an hour window in which if you don't constantly respond on your comments to people, if you do respond within that first hour, it'll help you and you'll stay on top of people's feeds. But if no one comments within the first hour, or you don't respond back and there's not a conversation, then you're lost. After an hour, that's it. It's over for you. You have 1 hour in
To
which
respond.
to get that post to be
Yeah.
picked up. So, it's not just about like, oh, I'm just putting a post up. First of all, it's taken me a long time to make it. Like, I put music to my videos and I edit them, and then you have to write the caption, and then you have to have your hashtags, and then you have to post at the right time, and then you have to engage with everybody, and then you have to put it on your story, and yeah.
Oh, trust me, I know about it.
Wow.
And you see, like currently, just like there's a new, just like the slightly younger generation are like kind of sucked into it so badly that that's what's leading to like even just to depression and stuff.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Like as long as you have like just your mind frame somewhere safe, I think that for me is the best and easiest thing.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
so yeah, I'm just talking about like this whole new generation, anxiety, depression, and everything, and it's like super common like right now with like just so many young people to just keep up with the Jones.
Yeah.
And like I was saying, like if somebody sees your Instagram, they're like, they want those results. They want the abs right there and then. They want like, they want like the back muscles. They want like this little bicep. They want all that
Yeah.
immediately. And I think maybe just in Kenya, it's just because we still haven't started doing like plastic surgery. But if you check like Instagram right now, like abroad, it's crazy. Everybody's like, you know what? I don't want to do the gym work. Let me just go get
Yeah.
my body done.
Get fillers and
Yeah.
butt implants and all
Yeah.
that. Oh, maybe I should just do that.
No, don't do it. Don't do it.
No, of course not. No.
But is that something that has ever like just crossed your mind? Like, maybe just body wise, when you're looking at other like fitness models, I'm sure there's some hashtags that you use. You're like, maybe this one has like a super curvy butt. I want something like that. She has like super huge boobs. Like I'd want something. Has that ever crossed your mind?
Oh, yeah. I've never thought about plastic surgery or anything like that.
Yeah.
But gosh, I do get very jealous of other people's bodies, and and then a lot of them are my friends.
Oh, wow.
So I'm very supportive of them. But
Yeah.
deep down, I'm like, I hate you, bitch. Like, so much. This is the problem with Instagram, and it's just for girls especially, is seeing all these pictures and these images and just then hating yourself.
It's constantly on your face, though. I mean,
Yeah, it is, and you have to try and be inspired by people and not reflect it back on yourself. Be like, that's great, but you have to know that no one is born like that. No one's born with a six-pack. It's all hard work. But yeah, it's a real struggle. I mean, women, we have it from day one. Which,
especially with women, I just like there's too much pressure right now.
So much pressure to be skinny and to have boobs and have a bum and to not have acne and have nice hair and have nice clothes. And if people don't appreciate you for your body, then you're not worth anything, and it's a horrible feeling. And I have this fear where I'm going to have to raise a daughter. She has to go through the world the way it is now. It didn't affect me too much, but then I think, maybe I just need to do whatever.
The generation was slightly different, more.
And my parents probably just nailed it, So I think I need to just ask them how they raised two daughters.
It's crazy.
But yeah, it's
I wouldn't even want to imagine, like, just raising a daughter right now, and she's on.
What about raising a boy and having to raise a boy
Is there pressure?
To respect women? That's also something you have to think about, to treat women as equals.
Is there something you've noticed and you want to talk about, Gabriella? Is there something you've noticed and you want to... Because I'm not aware of this.
Yeah, well, yes.
But yeah, let's talk about that. I mean, because we'll still come back to, we're still in the fitness part, we'll still come back. But yeah, since you've mentioned it, what specifically, is there a specific thing that you've noticed?
I mean, they're all over the world. Not just here, but in the UK, in the States.
You don't think men respect women? The way they're supposed to, or the new generation, or is it...
Of course,
or mainstream?
Some do, but... generally, to treat, you don't often get treated as an equal, as a woman, especially if you're in the gym. People think you don't know what you're talking about or know what you're doing.
Now you see, we're going somewhere.
Yeah, okay, so my friend, she's pregnant and she's still working out, and she knows exactly what she's doing, and it's her body and it's her baby, and she has men messaging her and telling her she shouldn't be working out and she's putting her baby in danger. That mansplaining is just, that really...
Please explain mansplaining to people who don't know what it is. Is a man not supposed to explain? I know what it means, but for my audience.
It's the way in which you're not, it's the way in which it's telling someone. You're telling someone that something we already know. And it's assuming that she hasn't taken the time to research, that she's stupid and she's selfish and she's just doing whatever she wants to do, and that she doesn't know her own body, and that he as a man has to go and tell her what she should be doing, and he has no idea. But he just thinks, stupid little girl, doesn't know it, let me go put her in her place. Stuff like that is things that we have to deal with.
I respect women a lot. I mean, because of my mom and my sister.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't want them to even think that they're being treated otherwise when they're around other people.
So how will you run your home? How will the home dynamic be when you have a wife? Who will be doing what?
We'll get to that.
You don't want to answer.
We'll get to that. Because, we'll get to that. You know why? Because you explained. And it's so, the craziest thing, it's that, even on my podcast, I bring people from so many different backgrounds. And so many different people have different theories on how they actually run their households. Like Tanzania.
Yes.
Tanzania, they do believe in taking care of their men at home. So I don't think men are washing dishes in Tanzania. That's for sure, 100% sure. Right. Nairobi, but for me, I'm working hard so that I can hire somebody who can do that for me, because I'm very passionate about what I'm trying to do. I can't be editing and washing dishes at the same time.
Right.
Yeah, but I don't know how my situation is going to be. Maybe I'll get somebody who does enjoy doing that, or maybe I'll get an independent woman who
I'm sorry. We're either independent or we enjoy washing up.
No, that's not. Listen, wrong choice of words, guys.
No,
listen.
I know.
My apologies.
I'm sorry.
But I'm just saying, like they're like even Uganda, I think, kind of like they're trained and explained and they're brought up with their aunties to be, and it's just instilled in them to do that for their men. I'm sure you know what I mean. Don't make me look crazy, Gabby.
It makes me.
I know, because I'm from a different generation. I am not the one who's doing that. I'm just saying, if you do like a little bit, you did African studies, right?
I know.
Yeah. So you see what I'm talking about. There's some places if you go, completely. If we go to Somalia, men are not washing dishes, are they?
No, but we're not in Somalia.
No, but I'm just no. I know.
Modern Nairobi.
Yes.
And we're talking about respect.
But it's just from what you asked me, and like Nairobi right now, if you look at it, it has like a mix of so many different people. It's like probably like a New York kind of.
Yeah, no,
we have
very
like
cosmopolitan.
we have like just a blend and mix of so many different people who have different ideologies. So who do you pick? Whose side do you pick? Who's right and who's wrong? I mean, I wouldn't know. I'm not, because if you look at some other things traditionally, they sound like just way too ridiculous, first of all. But these people do believe in them and they actually follow them.
I think you just gotta decide at the time, like, okay, fine, it doesn't have to be, this is what we've decided. You're always going to do the dishes and I'm always going to be the man on the sofa. Like, I don't think you have to, like, that's the way we've chosen and that's the way our parents did it and that's how it's going to be. I think you just need to be, everyone just needs to be open to adjusting as the day goes on or as the years go on. And if she needs help, you help her, and
of course,
if she wants to work full time, then
and me to chill at home and play some PlayStation and relax.
Yeah, that's okay. Like I
that's
think
unacceptable. No man should be just chilling, relaxing, and
What?
No.
If he
now that we do not approve.
No, fine, okay, not
worldwide, and it's not like an African thing.
All day, but no one should be sat on the women shouldn't be. It's a working together and letting that person be the person they want to be and do what they want to do and help each other out along the way. And if it means,
Well, personally, I would want somebody who's like, more work oriented and we can build something like together. I mean, that's for me.
And you just help out. If, she comes home from work and you're
I
expecting her to cook dinner then suddenly and do all the washing up, then...
Oh my God.
Like,
you're going to start something on my Instagram.
No.
And people will just be like, what is this woman saying?
My relationship, I come home at 7:20 and my fiancé has started dinner. And I will then jump in with him. We cook together. We wash up together. We clean the house together. We don't have help. Like... we just get it done.
But your love is different. You know that, right? We've already established you moved from a whole different country to come here. And you said you're chasing love. So that's a whole different dynamic. I mean, it's different.
Yeah. And I come from a country where you don't have house help. So...
Oh, yeah. You don't have house help in UK?
I've always...
You don't have
hoovered my own floors and washed my own clothes and... you don't have help. So
you don't enjoy doing it?
I enjoy having a clean house. Right now, I'm planning a wedding. I've started a new business. And therefore, running the house as well is struggling. So I'm considering maybe
getting help.
One day a week. Maybe have someone help me out.
Trust me. Because even for me, I just wouldn't want to have that conversation of back and forth, and then it's gonna be a whole thing about like men are supposed to, women are supposed to. I mean, let's get
There's
a help.
no conversation. We just do it though. It's not a conversation of like lazy. Me asking him to do something.
Okay,
and
let me give you an example. Like for me, I'm just super lazy. I can do everything else apart from like washing dishes. Okay, maybe I can cook. Washing dishes. Jeez. It's the worst. What else can't I do?
It is. Just get a dishwasher.
Yeah, I mean, but I'm just saying, like those So do you believe in gender rules? Let's start with that.
No.
No, of course not.
No. Okay, fine. No, you know what? When it comes down to it, yes, we are different. And physically, we're obviously different. And
We are, right?
but the mentally part of it, it's weird, you know? Is it culture? Is it, you know, how nature or nurture? Is it a society that makes us different, you know? Why am I crying at everything on the TV? And he is totally like
It's just how we were created. It's just how we were created. We're different.
How? Is that physical?
Somebody said
Know.
that, what was the phrase? The phrase was, we're equal does not mean identical.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because as much as we would want to be like, there's some things that men ideally, just how they were created, it's going to be like advantageous to them.
Yeah.
Like we can't, when it comes to women, they can just naturally, physically, they've been created, they can nature.
Right.
Yeah, so that's just,
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't choose. Like I
There's-
can't give birth.
But then when it
So-
comes down to things like, I'm a girl, I have to wear pink. Or I'm a girl, I have to play with a Barbie. And you're a boy and you've got to go play with a football. That's where I have issue.
So if you have a kid, are you gonna let them choose, or are you gonna
Well,
like?
yeah, of course, they can choose. Whatever they're like, these are the options. What do you want to do?
I mean, boys. Like I'm just assuming, like boys, if they're being raised around Africa, let them play with snakes. They can climb trees. They can.
And what do the girls do? Sorry. What are we?
I do not want to say because they can do the same as well. But as a father, I would be more on the lookout if they're doing it, because I'd want to protect them. I'd feel like I need to protect them more. The same way when somebody is raising, the same way when somebody is raising like a daughter and a son, they're always like, a son would be able to figure his way back home. So at around 7, you'd still, but
we're stupid and we'll get lost.
No, that's not what I'm saying. That's what she's saying, not me. I'm saying I'd be more concerned, like, I hope she's safe, because there are thugs out there. I mean, I wouldn't want her to. I mean, and
First of
like
all, no child should be left outside alone after dark.
yeah, no, true.
The kids next door are always playing on the street when I get back at 7:30. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
It's dark outside.
Yeah.
Children must be inside. No, my girls will be like I was, outdoor, in trees, running around in the mud, playing football, just doing whatever.
Are you the only sibling?
No, I have an older sister as well. Yeah.
Oh, but no brother.
No brothers.
Yes. I mean, they're like a parent. You just like, they just have to do whatever they want.
Yeah.
Yeah, because now.
My dad was outnumbered.
Yeah, because now, like, I'm guessing it's 3 women. So it's
Yeah.
just like, you guys just take care of yourselves. But I'm just guessing
yeah.
if there's a son, like, you wouldn't be more, like, I think even if just in a household, if they're 2 teenagers, the dad would be like, make sure you take care of your sister if you guys are going somewhere. Not because it's
that's
not
a reflection though on the dad, on the man.
Yeah.
And that's his issue.
Yeah.
The girl and the boy are no different.
Yeah.
And if you raise them, they're going to know exactly the same things about how to look after themselves and where to go and what to do and what not to do and who to talk to. So it's his issue that he is putting on to her.
Yeah.
And by treating her differently, he is setting that standard that she is different and she needs a man to protect her at all times. And that is not right.
A man should not protect and provide.
I can protect and provide just as well as you can. Thank you very much. And that is what you have to instill from a young age, is that you can do anything. Anything he's doing, you can do it. And you deserve to have the same respect and the same appreciation and the same salary and same everything for doing the same job. So that is all we want in this world.
I mean...
Thank you. Good night.
Okay, since we'll go back to fitness.
Who knew I was such a feminist? It just came out.
We'll go back to fitness. No, but it's just interesting because I'm always having this conversation.
Yeah.
And everyone, like, I'm always asking, like, do you believe in gender roles? We always kind of like bring those things up.
Yeah.
Because it's just having done African studies, and this might be controversial depending on how you answer it. What's the one thing that you actually came across and thought, like, this is just insane, this is just like something that wouldn't get like a green pass anywhere else in the world apart from here?
Oh gosh, you're asking me to think back to a degree that was like years ago as well.
No, but it doesn't have to be back in school, but even just from maybe your travel and moving around. You've seen how different cultures are and everything, right? Yeah, I mean, what's the most ridiculous thing you've seen as a woman?
I don't want to offend.
Listen, that's what I've said, depending on how you answer it.
How do politicians answer questions like this?
Because you know why? Because you know why? The weirdest thing is, like, people never want to discuss this. And you do have, like, let's say a friend or somebody who's going through something, and you're just like, you can't point it out because you're like,
their culture,
exactly,
and their beliefs, and especially when it comes down to religion.
Yeah,
that's a tricky one for me, because I don't want to offend anyone, but I do find it totally impossible to comprehend and imagine living my life in a very strict way and following a religion that might make me a second-class citizen because I was born a woman, and then force me to do certain things because I'm a woman and not force the same things on a man. That's
cook and clean, you mean?
What? No, but like how I dress.
Yeah.
If I can drive, if I can go to school, all these things that are put on women because of a religion and not because, like, that's what really I struggle.
FGM.
Yeah. Anything. It's all about making us weaker and submissive and having this dominance of men over women that I find really hard. So I'll start my battle with, the battle of the sexes. Let's just get men washing up. I'll start there, and then we'll move on to all the other issues in the world.
Baby steps.
I'll take my small battles.
Yeah, it's just kind of, that's the thing. And as a kid, you don't pay attention to such things, and then when you're grown, you're like, oh my, like something that, like, I can actually just wake up today and decide A, B, C, and D. It has to be approved by, like, your next of kin, who's like, let's say your husband has to approve it or something, and it gets kind of tricky because you can't, like you said, you have to respect religion and culture. Like, it's just different. Have you traveled, like, just outside Nairobi, in like some of the parts in different places, and just how people live?
Yeah.
It's so different. And you'd be like, what?
It's quite nice, actually.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice, but,
it's harder.
It's harder for women outside the city. Yeah. That's what I can say.
It's harder
it's crazy.
In general. Yeah. But you don't have the pollution and the dirt and the grit of Nairobi. No, it's
Yeah, it's tricky. Yeah, so let's not touch on gender roles right now and spark some fire somewhere. Let's get back to fitness.
Yes.
So just your fitness journey and everything. You've decided now that this is something that you can do full time.
Yes. Thought I'd give it a go.
Yeah, I mean, how's that going? And like,
it's going really well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was running a class in the evening after I was doing my day job. I was like, let's just test the water, see how it goes. I might hate it. I might not be very good at it. I never thought I would be a group class trainer, but actually that is more the style that I've gone into, and I really like that. I thought I'd be a bit nervous standing up in front of people, but I like it.
After a couple of times, I mean,
yeah, I love the power. Yeah.
You're telling people, let's do this, do that.
So yeah, I was running that. I did that for 6 weeks, and then I was like, right, do you know what? You just keep saying it's not the right time. I'll wait. I need to save up some more money, or I need to have more of a solid plan, or whatever. And I was like, let's just go for it. Let's just take the plunge, and I've got a good support system around me, and if it goes wrong, then it's not the end of the world. And then I tried.
It's not pray that it's going wrong. It's not going wrong.
You
know why?
Yeah, it's not.
Because, once you start instilling that in your mind, it's kind of like how you start telling a girl they should wear pink and play with dolls when they're young. Yeah,
you see, if you have that negative thought in the back.
Yeah, it's just as being like you're preparing like yourself for failure.
No, but I think you have to be realistic. And like,
I know.
It's okay. What will be.
Yeah.
And let's just
but
try.
If you think about it right now, a lot of people, lifestyle wasn't. Fitness wasn't like a cool thing. A few years ago, right?
Hasn't it?
But right now, it's actually cool to be in the gym and working out and fitting in those nights. Yeah, and the outfits as well. Yeah. So you can only imagine. I don't see how that can go out of fashion right now.
No. Exactly. But it's you. I think because I took the class structure, that has been good for me. I think if you were just doing one-on-one personal training, it's a lot harder because you only have so many hours in the day, and most people want the same hours. They want the morning and the evening slots. Yeah. So you're very limited in how much you can actually do, therefore, as a one-on-one
and it'll just
trainer.
Attend to one person, and if you're trying to make it like a business,
you would need to fill up the whole day. So I think the structure that I have gone for has really helped me in that sense. In the mornings I've got my 3 girls, but in the evenings I train a class of 6. Sometimes it was 10 when I first started. So that helps. It's going really well, and I really, really love it. And I love all my clients. That helps. Woo, they're all awesome. Shout out to my girls.
So, as a personal trainer right now, do you decide that, we are all talking about this whole equality thing. Do you think you can train men as well?
I would love to. I would love the opportunity. But, all the men that are suddenly creeping in my DMs, always saying, I want to work out with you. When push comes to shove.
Wait, are they still?
Where are you?
Wait. Okay. Just say that again.
Yes. So a lot of guys would message me asking to work out with me and blah, blah, blah. And then when I finally advertise for my classes...
Oh, they're actually not there. So.
No, they're not there. And I think I'll be fighting the stigma of a female trainer can't train men probably for a long time.
Oh, that's crazy.
Of course it's crazy.
That's crazy.
The muscles are the same. You don't work out your penis when we're in the gym. So, you shouldn't be. So we're all good. We're all the same. We're all biceps. We're all quads. That's cool.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. That I'll just edit when I'm doing to advertise.
It's true, right?
No, but it's true.
Exactly.
It's true. But it's just kind of like... it's good that you brought that up, and I can say that you are a fitness instructor, right? Do you call yourself a fitness model as well?
No, because I suck.
I'm just saying, would you?
No, because I think, and I would need to be paid. I think you need to be paid. You can't do something for free and then call yourself...
for your own, just like,
I've
how you try to...
amateur? Fitness
no, because here's the thing, like the long-term goal, I'm just guessing, right? Even just on your business structure, when you start partnering maybe with like a clothing brand that wants you to wear their gear or something. Yeah. Maybe like Adidas want to introduce this new...
Could you imagine?
Hey, listen, the possibilities are endless. Being online, a sneaker company, like there's some people that you might decide to partner with them and they'll be in favor of your brand and they just cut that retainer check because you're rocking something that they, I mean, that's how it works, I'm guessing.
That's what I want. At the moment, people send me clothes for free, which is pretty good. Yeah. And then I'm a bit bad with that. I should be charging people when I plug
just
their
put like
products,
a rate and, you know, kind of like, you know.
I have my rate card. I do. I have a rate card but I've only just sort of starting that side of the business.
Because then you'll have to be, fitness model doesn't mean like, you know, those tacky that I'm talking about. I'm just saying because it's part of you're working out and you really are taking care of your body. Plus, it's part of your work right now. So, I mean.
Yeah, but until I've been paid specifically to model, I refused. I cannot. My mum was a proper model back in the day. Yeah. So she can say that, you know. She was paid to do ads and commercials and incredible stuff. But me, I can't just do a photo shoot and put it on my Instagram and call myself a model. I'm not an Instagram model. No, that's not. And you see, that's where you're running away from. I'm not saying you're an Instagram model. I'm saying. If I didn't have Instagram, I'd have no career. Basically.
No, I know. Yeah. But I'm just saying, if somebody goes to Instagram, when they see that, those are the first two things. Either she's an instructor or like a fitness model, or those two things are just what would pop up in someone's. Yes. Yeah, and of course I also wanted to clarify that as well. Yeah,
I'd love to be a proper model, but my face goes a bit funny in front of the camera. I don't know how to control it yet.
What are you talking about? You know we're on camera right now. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but okay, when you go back and edit, try and get stills of me looking nice. And you won't. No, it just does something.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Person,
I don't know what you're talking about.
But on camera it doesn't equate.
Okay, now let's just talk like maybe meals that you eat just to keep yourself like good. Okay. What kind of diet does an Instagram model eat? Oh, what kind of diet?
We eat kale and we juice and fit teas.
What kind of meals do you just eat to stay in good shape? Or even if somebody's just trying to be healthy, I'm sure you can advise them.
So what I eat and what other people eat will be very, very different. I'm not normal. And first of all, you saw me eat my breakfast. I don't have much self-control.
Are we talking about the speed or are we talking about how you...
Speed, quantity.
Is that how you get healthy? Like if I eat fast, like if I eat that fast...
I'm not the best role model when it comes to it, to be honest. I know what to do and I know what you should be doing, but I'm at that stage where my body's in good condition and I work out a lot, so I can afford to be a little bit naughtier than others. You see that on Instagram models like, I'm having a donut every day and like, look at my body.
Lies.
No, exactly. That's not. You can when you get to a certain stage, of course. But generally, so I'm a vegetarian, pretty much vegan. No old term.
Okay. Let's go with that. Okay.
Yeah. So I've never eaten meat in my entire life.
Ever?
Only by accident. Yeah, I know.
Oh, wait, how do you eat meat by accident?
People not telling you that it's on something or in something. So just it being within. So whenever I have had it, it's made me very sick because I'm not used to
your body's just
digesting it. Never had it. So for me, it's not a big deal. I was raised it. My parents were. My sister is.
Is it something? Is that what your mom was like? You know?
Yeah, my parents were both vegetarian.
Being a model, I'm sure she was.
No, she wasn't veggie because of that. She actually, my sister, when she was pregnant with my sister, they made a decision to
just stop.
To go vegetarian. It was a healthy lifestyle, and neither of them ate meat very much, and we all have very strong morals about animal rights, and I don't like the thought of eating something that's dead.
So do people offend you? And
No, not at all. I'm
they
not.
don't?
I'm not going to preach.
Oh, okay.
I'm not going to come in with my morals and my beliefs and put it
I
down
don't
your
have
throat.
to hide my chicken wings when I meet
Not
you
at
somewhere in
all.
public. I'm like,
No, the only issue I have is when it still like looks like the animal. So if it's like a fish and a fish head, or like if you've got a crab and you're cracking it open, I kind of
the fish head is the sweetest.
I might not be.
Know that,
I
right?
might not stay for dinner with you in that case. It grosses me out.
Oh yeah.
And
Okay,
baby animals. I have an issue if people eat lamb, because that didn't even have a chance. Like, at least let it live. Like,
I mean,
so they're my only two things I have problem with.
Yeah.
But generally, I'm okay with people eating meat. I promote that people have protein.
What's your protein source?
Oh my god! Yeah, I just don't have any protein.
I mean, no. I remember. You know what? I remember somebody told me this theory that think about like how like when you see like a bull or a buffalo,
An elephant, vegetarian.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That
Exactly.
question was just pointless.
Yeah, no, I mean, actually, the world's gone a bit protein mad recently, and it's like protein. You don't need as much as they say you do. A woman, you're good about 50, 60 grams. You're probably okay. I get it from. It's in lots of things like beans and tofu and lentils, but to be honest, I'm not going that mad on all of that stuff anyway. If you have a big bowl of oats in the morning, that's got protein in it. I have my protein shake, which I love anyway. You don't have to go mad on the protein unless you're a bodybuilder. And you're competing, then you need to be getting in serious amounts to grow. But generally, you're fine. As long as you're balanced, you've got your carbs, bit of protein, bit of fat, you'll be fine.
Is there anything else like just you put like in part of your meals? Like, I know some people advertise this whole, what do you call it? Fit tea or what is it called?
Fit teas.
I'm
No.
asking.
No.
Do they work? I'm asking.
No, there's no quick fix to being...
So those things are they called slim tea?
Oh,
what are they
God.
called?
Absolute rubbish.
They don't work?
No.
No?
Just no. Full stop. Underlined. Bold. Red. No, they do not work. A fit tea could work if it maybe helps suppress your appetite in some way. Like if you just like maybe, no, but to be honest, no, just have a glass of water. And don't waste your money on any of that stuff.
But you see, that's crazy because it's advertised like everywhere. And
fitness and health does not have to be complicated. You don't have to be adding in anything weird or taking any supplements. All you have to do is
supplements.
Eat. You don't need supplements. You don't need supplements.
Do you?
No, of course not. I mean, I do take supplements.
So at what point do you introduce that into like...
So if you are maybe...
So that somebody can
struggling
understand.
with chronic fatigue, you're always tired and you're always lethargic, you might need to look at your diet and think, what am I missing? You might be missing iron or something. And then maybe for a while you might want to take an iron supplement, or you might just want to find out what foods are rich in iron.
Yeah.
But to be honest, most of us do struggle to have a balanced diet and to get everything that we're supposed to need. It's not just fats, protein and carbs. You've got all your B vitamins and all these micronutrients that it's hard to get. So you might want to supplement that sometimes, supplement with your vitamins and your minerals. And protein is the one I do recommend because it is hard. Like a protein shake.
Oh, okay.
Or a protein bar or something like that. If you are working out a lot, it is good to just get that extra source in, because chances are you might be a little bit low on your protein. But if you have a couple of eggs, bit of chicken, you'll be fine. It's not too stressful.
Yeah. So just incorporating the two, diet and exercise, depending on...
Hand in hand.
Yeah, hand in hand. Just to make formation of because just apart from being fit, I'm sure like you have like your own personal targets. Today I want to get, I'm trying to tone my arms, or somebody comes and tells you I'm trying to tone my arms, or I'm trying to get a stronger back, more formation on my back, or a bum.
Yeah.
Like, is that where they do squats?
Hip thrust for the booty.
That's where you lie down and you have like the weights.
You
on
have
your thighs, right?
your back against a bench and you put the barbell over your pelvis area and then you thrust. Yeah,
so squats is just like a whole wrong theory that's going on Instagram.
Squats are good for your bum. They're a quad focused exercise though. They're mainly gonna target your legs, but there are certain things you can do to a squat to tweak it so your glutes fire more. Activate them before you squat. Box squats, mind muscle connection, maybe putting a band on your knees. You have to really, otherwise it's a quad. It's a quad exercise.
Because it won't be, we won't call it a squat.
It's not, but it's not the king of the booty exercises, that's for sure.
The theory on Instagram is it's fooling a lot of people though.
Pop it like a squat.
And then, I mean, because we've touched on just like the fitness journey and a lot that it comes with. And, I didn't want it to make it feel like, it's just fitness and everything. And even with my podcast, I just try and balance the conversation with everything. So now we have to go to the love segment as we ease out of the podcast. Yeah, and just off camera, we were talking about different, what did you call them? Values for getting married. Or what did you call it? Different.
Priorities.
You date differently.
Yeah, I.
By that you mean like people from the UK, or do you mean by white people?
Yeah.
Because
I'm not going to talk for like Indian cultures. That's for sure. That's something.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
They do it totally different. I mean, my fiance and I have been together over 7 years, and we're just getting married this September. So comparing that to our Kenyan friends who, once they've been in a relationship about a year, suddenly their girlfriends are all pushing for the marriage thing a lot earlier on, and the families are. So that's a big difference here.
That's why I have a lot of single moms in Nairobi.
Yeah.
I mean, I think people don't spend enough time to actually know the person properly.
If you don't live together as well.
Oh yeah, here that's the hardest part.
Yeah.
Isn't that the craziest part?
Yeah.
Were you used to living with?
Yeah,
but you've dated each other for the longest time,
7
so it's
years.
just.
I mean, we're very long.
Yeah.
Probably more average, I'd say, in the UK was maybe like 3.
We're still living
4
together in the UK.
At our age, we've lived together since we pretty much started dating. To be honest, we were friends before, and then my apartment ran out, and his apartment ran out, and so we just moved in together after about 3 months. That was a bit crazy, but we've lived together ever since. So. But
did you ever feel that pressure? Because since we're talking about that, did you ever have like a target at the back of your head that, by the time I get to this age is when I want, because a lot of women I hear, they do plan that.
We have a biological clock constantly ticking in the back of our heads. It's interesting that culture has changed. I know my culture has changed, that women now have babies a lot later, and that's totally acceptable, and we have careers. However, our bodies haven't changed, unfortunately. So we are still under a lot of pressure to have had a baby, around 30.
30 or 22?
Earlier, fine. No, 22 is too young. We're still at university at that age. That's crazy. Around now, you kind of start feeling the pressure. I'm 29. And then you start doing the maths about how many kids you want, and you don't want to be having them really past the mid-30s, late 30s. And you don't want to be an old parent.
You want to be the cool mom if people are going for sports day and your parents are supposed to come there and run.
Right?
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Gotta be a MILF.
For sure.
But also I want to be able to, see my grandkids eventually and be around for all of that.
All those things have to come to play.
So it does. It's not just a woman being crazy, I want to marry you in a Bruges. We can't help it, unfortunately. So I am,
You're under
I'm
pressure
on
right
target,
now?
I think, for
Yeah.
my life.
How many kids
I'm
do you
okay.
want?
Classic Mzungu 2.
2
Yeah.
only.
Yeah, that's it.
But I'll tell you what you can do, like, 2 because of, like, to be too much work for your body or psychologically. Because what other traditions do is, like, if you just want 2, you can always get another wife, a younger wife who can give you 2.
Just get another wife.
You can get 2 more.
Because
who
that's
can
all we
who can
are,
assist
baby
you?
machines.
Listen, who can assist you in giving birth to more babies? Like 3 more. Don't let those genes go to waste. Like, just keep,
Okay, that's
Now that's not me.
I
First
only
of all,
want babies.
I'm just saying.
I'd only want 2 because that's just normal for my culture
Yeah,
to have 2.
2 is enough.
2 is pretty standard. It's not because of my body or anything. Just that's how I was raised.
Or like even it was you and your sister.
Yeah, exactly.
But how is that a thing though?
Standard.
Why is that, like, what's the reason behind that?
I think it's expensive to have more children.
Oh no,
in that.
in UK I'm sure it's bloody expensive.
Yeah,
But
it's
in
expensive here. Yeah.
But you're planning to stay in Kenya, right?
We don't know.
Kenya can have like 5.
And
Have at least 5.
I'm sorry, and send them to what school? Like, at what fees? Are you mad? Like,
but
no.
it's true. School fees is crazy.
School fees are mental.
It's crazy.
And it's free in the UK. So,
oh man.
yeah.
If it's free in the UK, why don't people have like bigger families?
I think it was just, back in the day.
Yeah.
Maybe it's something post-war.
'Cause if there's free
Everyone
school
had
fees,
no money and rationing, and it sort of just became more of a thing in the UK to have less children.
that house would be packed. My house would be packed if, like, okay, but of course I have to consider if, like, the wife wants to do that as well.
Yes.
I mean, it's not just about me.
It's not really. It's not actually much to do with you at all.
Yeah.
You're only needed at the beginning.
But wife number 2 can always come in.
Don't.
You don't want to go there.
Good Lord. No.
No, but so what are your thoughts on that though?
What, second wives?
Yeah.
Well, no.
Because you live in a country where some people do it, right?
Yeah, well, it really goes against my beliefs that we should be a partnership, and
It's a 3 what do you call a 3 company partnership? What do you call it?
I will only accept it if
It's a company
if
after-
I'm
it's a
allowed
company
to have
actually
2
after-
husbands. That is the only way that I would ever accept that is acceptable.
Listen, you can
No.
negotiate your own rules as well.
Okay.
But I think that house is gonna be like too much problematic.
Like, it can't be true love then.
I mean,
You can't love that person.
that's
It's
up
just a
for debate, you know that, right?
I don't think you can have 2 wives and love them equally.
You don't think so?
And I just think it's something that men have decided because they're greedy and they want more and they think they deserve more. And I think, no.
So you don't think it's
totally-
possible for somebody to have 2 wives and love them equally and
You might treat them.
love them equally?
No.
I think it's because what I would say, like, even for you, it's just what I've noticed, like, you've been in a relationship for a very long time, and that's very even rare with this whole new generation. Like, people didn't date for that
No.
long, if you think about it. So, like, even just definitely your whole mindset is very different. But for somebody else, they'll be like, yeah, why not?
Okay,
I mean,
no,
it's
ask
just
anyone from England. Ask any Mzungu if they think that 2 wives is acceptable, and they will say
they'd say no.
No.
No?
And the only type of men that would say yes
Yeah.
are not the kind of men you want to have a relationship with. So, no, we're all, I'm speaking on behalf of all my people. No.
Yes, I want to try taking dating seriously in UK, but let's see how it goes. But yeah, it's just interesting. What do you think of just like the new era of how people are dating? Because I guess you don't have
stuff?
Yeah, because now you don't have.
I missed all of that. Thankfully.
Yeah, I mean,
it's horrible. Making it a game.
Yeah.
I was all okay for like online because I know people are busy and
we have Tinder, we have.
But the Tinder thing, the swiping.
Yeah,
thing,
you just swipe and hook up with someone.
That's soul destroying. But what if people are looking for love?
Yeah.
And then the girls are looking for love and the boys are looking for a hookup and then it's all just no.
It's not the best.
Terrifying. I'm pretty glad I'm not single.
So how? Yeah, it's horrible. It's horrible. How do you manage to just put that relationship and just keep that fire burning for that longest time? Because like a lot of people, like, you know, just even like you said, staying together with someone, living in the same house, like you might actually get tired of seeing someone's face or just seeing them, or you kind of pick up on their little traits that, you know.
The little things
that
can become annoying.
Yeah.
You have to make time for each other. This is something we've been talking about a lot recently, me and my fiance, is trying to make more like good time with each other, because the only time we see each other we're just doing our normal things, and we don't actually go out enough for dinner, and we don't go do enough fun stuff where we just get to hang out and not have our to-do lists. We're so busy, him and I are constantly.
You have to create that time.
So that's I think is probably the number one piece of advice, is you have to carve out valuable, proper one-on-one time where you're not on your phones, not just watching TV or whatever, like actual
going out and
let's
doing
talk
something
about our lives and how things are going and
what's
what
the
we're
plan,
feeling, and just that is my best advice for anyone
who would want to be with someone for.
Yes,
that's it. Okay, how about like just the social media, with things like just Instagram and stuff? Because I'll pick a good example, like, you know, you're into fitness and stuff. What if somebody posts like, you know, like a naughty kind of like comment on your, oh my god, like you look really nice, your bum looks good or something?
Yeah, they do.
They do?
Yeah.
Like not even in the DM, like just on the comments?
On it, yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So do those things like come to, you know, you have like those people who are jealous and like, you know,
do you know what?
they'd want to beat up every single person who posts a comment into a fitness model.
I think the reason for my success for so long is that Jan is the chillest, calmest,
I think that's the most
nicest guy.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to start fights. He doesn't.
Yeah, because how many people do you have to fight, man? Yeah.
He calmed me a lot. Oh my gosh, when we first started dating, I was just like, any woman, I was going for him. Like,
what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. It wasn't
You're
good
the
enough.
jealous type.
Oh yeah.
What? Yeah.
So.
Who's that you're hugging? Why are you hugging him?
Yeah, just
that hug was longer than 5 seconds.
Was on his phone reading
everything. You were that person?
Time. Yeah, and he knew, and he didn't mind. That's how chilled he is. He knew
like
I was reading his messages
phone.
And like, whatever. Like, so he's. My credit for our relationship lasting so long, I guess, goes to him.
It was just
entirely,
like, you know what? Yeah.
Because I'm horrible.
So he's the glue in this relationship. He's the glue. But that's crazy, because I mean, it's so interesting, because I think that's also like a big thing, and just the jealousy thing can really, and that's what cripples, like that ruins everything. Because even just a text message, Instagram message, comment, I know people are not talking to me just because maybe I posted like a comment on their Instagram and maybe their boyfriend is like, yo.
Yeah.
And I never post anything crazy. I'm just the kind of person who'll put fire, or I'll put a red heart or pink heart, but it's just like love. I mean, I don't mean anything, like, you know.
Yeah.
But
I
it
always
just
think
gets
about that when I comment on guys' pictures, like, oh, I hope the girlfriend knows, like, I don't mean anything.
Yeah, because at times you find it even strange on like, okay, how am I even supposed to show love? Because I don't want to post like a whole paragraph on Instagram. I just want to show like, yo, keep up the good work,
I don't have
love.
time to explain myself.
An emoji.
This is great in a really non-sexual way. I really appreciate your picture. Like,
it just gets weird, and I think
you just gotta.
It's tricky, but that just the jealousy thing. If you can, so if somebody sends you like DM, do you show him?
I do. DMs? I tell him all the time. I'm just like, guess who sent me a message? I show him. Yeah.
So you see the DMs together. Because I'm saying, how are your DMs looking as a fitness instructor?
Yeah.
Are they crazy?
They're not too bad. You know what?
Really?
I would have. Yeah.
Guys should have been a bit more.
I think I'm lucky.
Yeah.
People aren't going for it. I think people know I'm totally unattainable. But there's a few Kenyan rugby players who like to give it a go every now and again. But nothing I can't handle. Nothing too offensive. I haven't had a dick pic in a long time.
No.
So if anyone wants, send me one.
Please send. And
No, it's been a
we
while.
can review it we won't review it. I wouldn't be comfortable reviewing it. I'm just saying, if you want to surprise her, hey, it's all up to you.
Yeah.
But I think we've touched base on quite a lot. Just love topic is always interesting to just hear different people's perspective, because those are the things that we do. Everybody's situation is completely different.
Of course, and there is no right way or wrong way. I think, everybody just needs to be happy in life and try and live the best way possible and respect everyone else, and that applies to relationships or friendships or partnerships.
Another question, this is super important also.
Okay.
Yeah, and also just take your time on answering it.
Okay.
No, it's still on the love segment. Because how a Muzungu would deal with it, how an African girl would deal with it, how an Indian girl, how an Somali, Sudanese, they would all deal with it completely differently. If your partner cheats for one time only.
Full on sex or
hold
kissing?
On. Kissing is cheating?
Yes.
It is?
Yes.
It is?
Yes.
It is?
Yes. Of course.
On the lips, right?
Lips, yeah.
Even if it's just saying hi.
I guess that's okay. No, if it's a make
I guess
out,
that's
That's how I kiss guys. You're missing out.
Okay. Okay, not making out full on sex, but they cheat only once.
Yeah.
Do you forgive them? Can you leave past that? Can you leave past that? If it's somebody that you've really, because I don't know, it's at times there's always this whole debate when you can try and say men can be men at the end of the day, and they do make
women
no, I know, and I'm not saying that's our excuse, but I'm just saying at times like we said, equal does not mean identical, right? They're just ways that a man's brain is, I don't know, wired or something. But I'm not making an excuse for people. If his excuse
was, I'm just a man, I can't help it, then no. No, it's over. First of all, we can equally cheat.
Yeah.
I could cheat just as much as he could cheat. It would depend on how long our relationship has been together, I think. If it's early on, we've committed, but maybe, it's still early times.
Let's make it practical, 7 years.
If it's been 7 years.
Yeah. Because you don't want to throw everything away.
How did it lead up to that? Chances are there was a huge build-up that probably led to the event. It wasn't just, she just fell on my penis.
That happens at times. That might happen, actually.
There was probably, if there wasn't a build-up, then he was drunk at a club or something, right? Yeah. I feel like I would forgive the drunk thing more than I would forgive the work colleague.
Yeah, long-term, sneaky kind of.
The text messages that built up to the one night, but then they regretted it. And was it just more that, and is it going to add that sort of stuff? That's a warning sign, I guess, that
even in the long run, it might.
So maybe, I'm not saying I would, Jan, not saying I would.
I'm just saying, guys, if you need to cheat, make sure you're drunk. Make sure you're drunk.
No. At 7 years, no.
No, but I'm just saying, because those things come to play, and that's why, I've said, even in Nairobi, there's quite a lot of just single moms with just because of the cheating thing or just different circumstances. But we have to talk about these things, because what happens if that person that you really love and you actually maybe even have a kid with cheats on you?
It's a lot harder if you have children.
Yeah, because now do you walk away? Your kids, what about your kids?
I think you have to decide if you're gonna have enough respect for yourself you have to judge the situation. Like, are you going to be sad for the rest of your life? Is the relationship going to be ruined? Are you always going to look at him and remember? Are you ever going to be able to forget? And do you trust that he will never do it again? If there's always going to be that doubt and that fear, that's no way to live.
It's crazy. But it's part of life as well. We can't assume, like, because there are people who are living those situations.
Yeah. When you have a kid, I guess it's a lot more complicated. But generally you need to, I'd say...
Get drunk, guys. That Hennessy,
I'd
Hennessy.
say it's over. I'd say I wouldn't want to be with that kind of guy that goes out drunk with all the boys and lives that sort of lifestyle, that he becomes that wasted, that he becomes that person.
But like, I'm just saying, like, if you think about it, it's so tricky, because here's a situation where, like, even though you'd want to wait, like, call it quits, you've been with this person for such a long time, and
it's hard. It would be hard.
Like, how do you even get back into the dating scene? I don't think, like, just dating.
I wouldn't know how.
You wouldn't know how to.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be like...
But then that's no reason to stay with someone that you don't trust or probably love anymore. And they might not, if it means they might not love you anymore if they're looking for someone else.
Now, at times people do cheat just because, they want to take a break a bit from you and come back and, just like reboot.
This jars with me a lot. If any of those thoughts were going on in his head, then I would have to leave him.
No, this is just hypothetically,
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I'm just saying it's hypothetically, but it's
getting married in like 2 weeks. So,
we can't have that in your head now. I mean, that's just...
I think we're good. I think we're fine. He did go on his stag do. He went to Gianni, and I know there were lots of prostitutes around. But I think we're okay.
Hey, listen. I mean, and I guess I know where I'm going for my stag party as well.
Hang on, let me just...
Yeah. I think we've just touched on everything, and of course, super excited about, on your behalf. I can only imagine, like, that, taking that big step of marriage. Mm-hmm. That's super important, of course, and it's just a whole different chapter for you, I'm guessing.
You say that. Nothing's going to change for us. No? Technically, we've lived together. All that's going to change...
Well, it's commitment, right?
We're going to wear...
Do you get, like, an engagement ring?
I've got my engagement ring, and then
do that on the thumbnail.
He gets a ring, I get another ring. I am changing my name. It was a big decision. I'm going to take
his name.
I'm going to take his name.
Ooh, that's a win for the man. Oh,
this guy. I took it. I'm going to take it because I want to link up our family in the future for our kids and for us all to have the same name. So we become a unit, as opposed to separate mom name, separate dad name, and then what do the kids do? And it's just disjointed. So, that's the reason I decided I was going to go for it. Also, it's kind of cool name. It's Fox. Fox is a good name.
Okay, that's actually a nice name. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, I think we've touched base on love and everything. Mm-hmm. Now, as we're winding the podcast up, is one question that I normally ask everyone. No, it's not crazy. It's not crazy. What's the one thing that you think right now you're in pursuit of, and maybe if you got it, it would give your life better meaning, purpose, happiness? What's that one thing that you think you're in pursuit of right now?
One thing that would change my life for the better would be to have a dog.
Man, you worked at KSPCA.
It's deep,
Gabby.
right?
Yeah.
Deep.
Yeah.
Profound.
Yeah.
No, I'm serious. I need a dog in my life. I will change. One. I can't. I live in an apartment, so I need to move.
Yeah.
I need to move. I need a garden, and I need a dog. And I just want to come home every day to a waggy tail and a cuddle, and wake up every morning and be loved unconditionally, and I'll just be the happiest person ever.
Wow.
That's it. And not a little dog, though, a big dog. Proper dog.
Like really proper.
Like a proper golden
what
retriever,
breed?
German shepherd,
Sheesh.
dog. Yeah.
I
that's
only
it.
deal with a Chihuahua, man. I can't deal with the big dogs.
Kenyans and their little dogs.
Yeah, man.
These little spitz things.
No, it's not
Bah.
Spitz. Spitz are just like overrated, I think, at this point.
Yappy
A
fluff.
Chihuahua or
Chihuahua, what are you?
What
Paris
the
Hilton?
other one with a cuddly face? What's it? Not a bulldog. Not a bulldog.
No,
the
I
other
think I
one.
know what you mean.
A pug.
Oh my God!
Pugs
yeah.
are
What
nice,
are
though,
you?
right?
Who are
Right?
you?
Hey.
They're not. I don't
hey.
like little dogs. No, big dogs only.
I mean, I'm just afraid of big dogs. Like, they
that's the
decide
thing,
to make
yeah.
a mess in the house, like
They
ripping
don't.
off furniture,
No,
or
they don't do that.
with proper training, of course, right?
Yeah. Also, yeah, they just don't.
Okay. Hey, we'll just go with that.
That's all I
theory.
need in life. That's
So-
it. I'm sorry it wasn't more profound.
So yeah, I think that's it. We've just come to the end of the podcast. But before we say goodbye, tell the people where they can find you and what else you have going on.
So you can find me on Instagram, gabriella.w.fitness. You can always find me at Alpha Fit Gym on Ngong Road. That's where I work. That's where I train. That's where I spend all my time. And it's the best gym in Nairobi, without a doubt. Otherwise, yeah, I mean, I'm on Facebook, but no one really does Facebook these days.
Some people disagree. I post on Facebook
Yeah? Okay, well, Gabriella Fitness.
5 times every day.
I don't even have the app on my
And
phone anymore.
I think a lot of people, you might actually get a big audience from Facebook as
I'm
well.
on it. It's
Like
just-
people that you want to train, not necessarily that are very busy on,
Yeah.
but that they would want to enroll to your
Maybe.
program.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Next time I'm looking for clients, I'll do a Facebook ad.
Yeah.
But yeah. Otherwise, I am disappearing for the whole month of September for my wedding and honeymoon. And then I'll be back in October. And yeah.
What's the
proper
honeymoon?
serious. Sicily. Italy.
Oof.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
Pizza, pasta.
And bread, that kind of bread that we just
Me and bread, baby.
bread.
Yeah, I'm not going to be vegan while I'm there, that's for sure. All the cheese.
Oh yeah, cheese, plenty of cheese. So I think, I mean, I can only say thank you at this point
Thank
because
you.
I really appreciate you coming through, and it's a really nice addition to the podcast. People get to have like a gist of. Have you done any interviews before?
Just one.
Apart
yeah.
from the podcast
Just
you're
one.
talking
Oh yeah,
about.
but no, never.
No,
How did I do?
this one, amazing.
I guess that's
Amazing.
credit to you, right?
No, that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm
No,
saying.
but it is. Of course
But
it is.
But it just
No.
shows I do my research,
You know
and
what
I
you're
do
doing.
want people to get to get a glimpse of more than just the face of person that they see. Like tap into their personality, mindset, and just
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, why not?
Thank
So
you.
thanks for coming
Thank you
through.
for giving me the opportunity.
Hey, you're welcome. You're welcome. So, guys, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube, iTunes, Spotify, Instagram, and make sure you follow Gabriella. Amazing fitness trainer. She can fix you from from this to this.
Whether you
To
got a
this.
penis
To
or
this.
not.
Yeah, like what she said, exactly. We'll go with that as well. Make sure you subscribe. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. It's the Kiss Capades podcast. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, wow. That was nice.
Wow.
That was really nice. What did you think?
I feel like I was shouting, maybe.
No, it's just because this. It's because this.
Yeah.
They actually make